this time I am going live and I am here to answer any questions that you have or talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about and then tell you about the dinner that I cooked today. Um, I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. I know there's no music playing or anything because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm hoping you guys will guide me and we'll see where this goes. All right. So please come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in and have a conversation with Lois. Hi. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I wanted to start to learn how to do lives. Hi, Linda. Thank you for coming. I don't know what I'm doing, Linda. Hi, Sheila. Y'all know I can't see, right? So, but I'm trying. I'm doing this on my phone because they said that my boys said my laptop is not good. So, what I really want to know is what you guys want to talk about. What do you want to know about Lois? Because I'm here to answer all questions. And then talk about dinner. I got my little night shirt on. It's like a nightgown. So, and I don't have anything to drink right now. I only drink beer. Once a year, I'll have a martini on my birthday. But yeah, I drink Coors Light or sometimes non-beer. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Pierpoint. That's my son, Brian, y'all. Focus forward. That's my son saying hi. So he's saying hi to me. Thank you, son. He's in the living room, y'all. But I did ask him to come say hi. So far my weekend is good. They kidnapped me yesterday and made me go to the movies. And every time they kidnap me and make me go out the house, I end up having a good time. I'm a homebody. I like to stay in the house because I have super high anxiety. I like to cook. I like to eat. I like to watch old movies. I like YouTube. Um, oh, thank you, Pierre, for telling me to hit the like button. I appreciate that. But yeah, I like to dance. I can tell you guys how I met my husband, Michael. Michael, come say hi. Anyway, it was what 23 years ago. I was single, living in Portland. I'm in Tigard, Oregon now, but I was living in Portland, Oregon. And my daughter forced me to go out. She's like, Mom, you need to get out. So she sent me to an old school party here. Oh, well, not here in Portland, there in Portland. And I went to the Sheraton, the airport Sheraton. And I was taking my best friend with me, Mava. And I get in, I see this man, his name is Michael. That's my husband now. But when I see him, I'm like, ooh, who is he? He is fine, honey. Who is he? So I'm waiting on my girlfriend to get this. So I'm standing at the door. So I'm looking for Mava. And then I'm looking in to see if he's still there, 'cause come to find out he was the DJ. I didn't know at the time he was the DJ. So I'm looking back and forth. Yeah, he's still there. Where is Mava? Yeah, he's still there. Where is Mabel? So Mabel finally gets there. And then I said, Mabel, you know him? She's like, yeah, that's DJ Michael Vance. And then she started telling me about Michael. Said he used to be a hoe back in the day. I don't know nothing about that. But I just kept looking at this man. But, I like to dance and mind my business. I don't need nobody to dance with me. So me and Mavis sit down at our table and everything. And a song came on. I got up to dance. Next thing I know, the DJ's dancing with me, y'all. He came over and he danced with me. And he said, what are you doing here? You look so young because, it's supposed to be 30 and over. I said, child, I'm probably older than you. And we just started dancing. And next thing I know, we was dancing more and more and more and more. And at the end of the night, he said, asked me to come see his show next week because he was doing a DJ set the next week. And I said, sure. So I asked my girlfriend, Maeve, to come. And I asked my brother, Brian, to come. And Brian sat at the bar. Mavis sat in the restaurant, and I went in there with a DJ equipment setup was, and we had our little date because I had to have my bodyguards with me. So, child, we sitting there having a good time. I had my little nigga getaway ring on. That's that ring that you wear when you're not really married, but you want people to think you married. So he asked me if I was married, and I said no. He said, you a liar. I'm like, what? And then I had to tell him about the nigga getaway ring. So we talking, we getting to know one another, and boopity boppity bam. And I had to be to work at 5 o'clock the next day. I worked at Household at the time. Child, when I went to walk away, he snatched me back and he kissed me, and that was all she wrote. It was in the kiss, it was in the snatch, okay? And then once I took him up front to meet my girlfriend and my brother had already heard about Michael and known Michael, and my brother didn't like nobody in America, including me. Him and Michael hit it off from day one. So I knew Michael was the keeper, and now here we are. 23 years later, married 22 years, and together a year, because he asked me to marry him probably less than a year after we were together. So that's it. Michael, come meet everybody. All right. And yeah, we have relatives in Washington. Actually, my daughter lives up in Vancouver, Washington, Linda. Her, my grandbaby. Her son lives with me, and the other son lives with her daddy in South Portland. Come on, say hi, Bukanuka. This is my husband, y'all. I know y'all seen it at him before. Say hi, baby. That's Michael, y'all. Say hi.
Hi, baby.
Tone, come say hi. Oh, he didn't complain, y'all. This is my grandbaby. This is Tony Eugene Weeks. This is my baby right here, okay?
Hi.
This is
Hi,
my
everyone.
miracle grandbaby. He was born 3 months premature, and I'm going to look out for him forever. Okay? This is my baby right here. He conceited like his grandmother.
I'm just about to get in the shower.
Okay. See you later, baby.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yes, I'm blushing. I love my husband to death, and I don't play about nobody messing with Michael Darren Vance, honey. That is my boo thing, and his whole family are my boos. He the baby too, and he looked like all his family. Sometimes we be talking and he get to looking like his brother or somebody else. I have to tell him to stop doing that, because I can't be affectionate with you when you're looking like your brother or your sister. Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. He can't help it, y'all. He can't help it, but he is so cute. His whole family is cute. Thank you. Yeah, that's my miracle grandbaby. He was born. When was he born? Because he was supposed to be a 2000 baby, but his butt came early. He came October 2nd. And when he came in, he was so tiny. I mean, my hand is kind of small, but he was about as small as my hand. And he was so transparent. And when he cried, it was like, it sounded like he was singing a lullaby. Now he's the loudest thing in the house, and the greediest thing in the house, and the skinniest thing in the house. Okay? But that's my boo thing. That is my baby. He is staying with grandma because he don't need to be out there with no women, because they don't know how to treat him. So you just stay here until we figure it's okay for you to go out and possibly be in covenant with somebody. But right now you staying here. Me, my husband, my grandson, and my son. In Pierpont, his name is Brian Brundage, Brian Augustin Diablo Brundage. He was named after his uncle and my best friend in New York at the time, who passed away 3 weeks before he was born, and his name was Augustin Diablo. So that's why I gave Brian that name. But when I was 3 months pregnant, I was watching an episode of Lucy. I love Lucy. And they was trying to figure out a name for the baby. And Ricky said something, and she told Ricky, you don't love little Madeline or Pierpont. So that's where I got the name Pierpont. And that's been his nickname since I was 3 months pregnant. And everybody in my family call him Pierpont except my husband. Even his friends are starting to call him Pierpont. So, and I gave his nickname a nickname. Sometimes I call him Piers or Pearsley. Hi, Irene. How are you? Hi, singer girl. So let me tell you guys what's on the menu tonight. We're having macaroni and cheese. We're having fried ribs and red beans and rice. And then I did make a peach cobbler. And I made the peach cobbler with crescent rolls. So this is the first time I did it with crescent rolls because I didn't feel like getting my hands dirty with all the flour. I had enough flour in my hand when I was frying the ribs. I didn't want to do all that. So no cocktails for me. I have water right now. I'll probably have a beer later, and I have some lemonade in a tea bottle because I just buy it and just refill the bottle. So yeah, that's what's on the menu. Oh, y'all see my son said, "Mom, they don't need to know all that." Yes, they do. How they gonna get to know me if they don't know all that? You know I'm an open book. Yeah, sometimes I do talk too much. I do, but I like to talk. You can't type. I'm sorry. But yeah, I see you said yummy. Yes, yummers. It is good. The boys already had a rib. It's like they couldn't wait for the food to finish. I'm telling you, I could be frying ribs, pork chops, or chicken. My son could be in London, England, and he'll be at my house in 10 minutes if I'm frying any of those three things, okay? Let's be real clear because he just love his mama cooking. My macaroni and cheese. He love my macaroni and cheese. And no, I don't use flour. I've never used flour. I baked it the way my grandmother baked it. I just use a lot of cheese and I use the milk. And of course, I put egg in my noodles, and I mix it up. I season my egg, wash, put it in there. And I don't use elbow shells. I use the, what do you call it? What? I don't even know what they're called. But I use those shells. I don't use elbows because I want the cheese to be all up and through. So I make sure that there's cheese in every noodle and whatnot. So I separate each one individually with my hands. And then I'll go ahead and make my little cheese roux. Pour it in together, bloopity bloppity blam. We have macaroni and cheese. But of course, there's some seasoning that goes in there. So one of the things I put in my macaroni and cheese, I do put some chicken bouillon in it. Depending on if you're doing chicken or beef, that's the bouillon you want to go in to give it that little flavor. I do put a little bit of that. Of course, the cayenne pepper, because everybody got to have their cayenne pepper. I know my hair's starting to fall. I don't know why it's falling. But yeah, I put the cayenne pepper. And of course, regular seasoning. I stopped putting garlic in it because I made a big pan for Thanksgiving. And a couple of my family members don't like garlic, and I did not know that. They traveled all the way here from the East Coast, and only a few of them ate the macaroni and cheese because it had garlic in it. So I stopped putting garlic in the macaroni and cheese because I didn't know a lot of people didn't like garlic and macaroni and cheese. Who knows? You live, you learn, you get lost. Okay? Be apart! Stop telling on your mommy. He always throws me under the bus, y'all. I be taking my son with me to the doctor, and he will tell all my business, okay? But I want him to know what's going on with my life. His mom's very healthy. I am 66 years old, and I do try to take care of myself. So if I break a nail, I'm going to the doctor. I need to know why it broke on a slant and why it didn't break straight across, why is there pain? I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. That's what I do. So if something ain't right with my body, if I feel any kind of way, I'm going to the doctor. And I have a very good doctor, Dr. Barros. She takes care of me. Yes, he did, Sanger girl. Can you imagine listening to that voice all the time? Yes. And he actually can sing, y'all. He actually can sing. Yes, he does. The man can sing. So, and when he sings Elvis, because I love Elvis Presley. He sings Elvis, I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Child, it's a rap. It's a rap. It is a rap, yes. I love that man. Yes, I love him from the day I met him until now. Yes, I love him. He will do anything for me. He will give me the world. I just love him. That's it. Yes, I can be silly when I'm talking about my husband because I really love him and he's a sweetheart. He doesn't yell, he doesn't scream. I'm the scream in the house. I know y'all can tell that. I'm the wild card. Me and my son, we are wild cards. So we have to have somebody in the family to keep us calm. And Tony, he just on pop side. He called Michael Pop Pop. He gonna pop outside no matter what. Pop Pop could trip him or whatever. He's standing 10 toes down for Pop Pop. Okay, Pop Pop can't do nothing wrong. He think he don't bother nobody. He don't. He just sit here quietly. He plays his game. He watches wrestling, and that's that. He don't bother nobody. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Hey, Miss B, that's me. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just wanted to do a live to see how it felt to get it off my chest. So I was thinking, if that's okay with you guys, we'll do live every Saturday. Well, and let's just work with August. I already got a schedule all planned and what the menu is going to be, and we can eat together, talk together, lie together, cry together, laugh together. We can cuss folks out together. We can do whatever it is that you guys would like to do. So I just want to know what is the expectation from you guys. So what do you want to see from Lois X Brundage Vance? Okay, Mrs. Vance, y'all, if you're nasty. Oh, my son is saying every other Saturday, Mom. How was your mom busy? Okay, my son is, see, that's my manager. In case I didn't tell y'all, my son is my manager. He keeps me on my health regime. He fusses at me when I don't get enough exercise. Yeah, he stays on top of me. And then with the YouTube thing, he's like, Mom, what's going on? You're not recording any videos. What are you doing? So he's staying on top of me now. So he said every other Saturday, not Saturday. So we'll do another pajama party in 2 weeks. And I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Pierre Point, I got it. So I'm glad that you guys did come. I know this live is a little corny. It's my first live because I don't know what I'm doing. But in 2 weeks, now that I know that I can do the live, I got over that fear. Now that I know that I can do the live, there will be more lives. And what I'll do is I'll have an agenda, topics to talk about and stuff like that. My grandson is in here doing Fabio. He just got out the shower and he's got to do his locks back like that. So
I was about to see it because
he
that's on my hair all messed
distractionated
up.
me. Yeah. So, huh?
That's on my hair messed up. My hair is
Yeah.
not messed up no more. Just to be clear here.
Yeah.
That little what y'all saw earlier was not. That's not me normally.
Yeah.
How many people we got here? 23?
Oh, yeah. I got 23.
18 likes.
Do you, and you'll be, oh, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now. I was really nervous. Y'all should have seen me running around here like a chicken with a head cut off. I didn't know how to go live because I thought I was gonna go live on my laptop. My son's like, well, why would you go on a laptop if you never did it before? Well, I never went live before, so it don't matter whether I do the laptop or the phone. He said, but you always record on your phone, so, and then I didn't know how to go live on the phone, of course. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, my grandson had to show me. What? Okay, so Mikey, collagen, spoiled child collagen. I take that. I also have a series of vitamins that I take over here every day. I have my vitamin D. Actually, let me go see. Vitamin D. I take that. Of course, I take my iron. And then I take my ashwagandha. And then I have my multis that I take. My Alive multis. But, don't answer that. Don't answer Mikey. Don't answer him. Why? No, baby, that was about my complexion. Yes, dear. Well, thank you, Sheila. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was about, Mikey, but I'm not going to answer you anymore if you're going to be negative. I don't want the negativity here. We don't do negative here unless we're talking about negative content. That's my
What? He's talking.
son. Yeah, he came in here watching. Are you going to say hi to
Nah,
everybody?
nah, nah.
That's my son Brian, y'all. He don't want y'all to see him just yet. Oh, see peace? He said peace. That's my baby. He's another one. He will do anything I ask him to do. He'll take me wherever I need to go. I'm a passenger princess. I ain't drove in what, 5, 6 years?
Yes, enough.
He
10, 15.
said 10, 15. I don't drive nowhere. My babies take me. Yes, I can drive. I'm from New York. I used to drive in New York. Okay. But once my license expired, I just never renewed it, and it was wrap. I gave my son my car, and that's that. I don't need to go anywhere. Why do I need to leave? I pay to stay here, so when I want something, they'll go get it for me and bring it to me. I don't have to go to the bar and spend up all that money when I could do the same thing at home. You know what I'm saying? I can watch sports at home. Okay. I can drink a beer at home. I can actually make better hot wings than they make at the bar at home. Okay. So I don't need to spend all this money to go out and just come back home and be broke. Be wondering how am I gonna get me a pair of socks or how am I gonna do this? You know what I'm saying? So but I think that I'm gonna go ahead and end the live now because nobody's giving me anything they'd like me to talk about, and that's okay. Because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. But when I come back in 2 weeks, I'm going to have an agenda. We're going to take a poll. I don't know. We might play a game, and we'll take it from there. But I do want to thank each and every one of you that joined me on this live. I super, super, super appreciate you guys. You know I do. Wakanda forever. And you know I'm the actual and factual lady. So we will be doing this again, okay? I love you guys. Mwah. Peace. Bye.